Alrighty then, folks. Hello then. Welcome to some Garma's something or another Zeon. I believe we're either Reborn Zeon or New Zeon. New Zeon, according to the top right. But anyway, this is Garma Zeon. So if you haven't watched the translated cutscene, which I translated a long-ass time ago, basically Char has come out as Casval and led a populist revolt in Granada. They have overthrown the zombie family, and we're left kind of in the middle of a civil war with Casval, while the Federation is already way technologically advanced for where they should be and is pushing in on our territory as well. But yeah, so that being said, Garma and Dozle got together with Sasuro, depending on whose canon you believe. If you follow that one guy on Space Battles, then Sasuro's there, but he's never mentioned in any of the campaigns that Garma takes place in. But they got together in New York, and they're planning a counterattack, but we don't know what's gonna happen from there, because that's what we're playing now. Though, for you guys wondering, Kycelia joins you if you go super evil, but being evil in this game is stupid. And Garen doesn't exist for our side. Casval can use him. It's just the game being weird. There's no actual lore reasons. But right now, this guy's asking if we want to see the stuff we unlocked because it's the first turn. So, we unlocked the Zaku R2. I think this is the R2. I always get the R1 and the R2 mixed up. But this is the high-speed one. The commander version of it. The full bullet not full bullet, the full metal Gauf. It has guns instead of a sword because that's what you wanted out of a Gauf. Guns. Flight Gaufs. Useful, but we'll never use them. Zegox, will be developing those quickly. Lockheed-class submarines. Flappers, will be developing those as well. And the Zuda, which we'll never use. So, if you guys have never seen this before, this is Girin's Greed. What I'm doing right now is spying. I'll be doing that a lot. Having a full spying bar allows you to steal designs from the enemies, which I usually joke and only do this so I can see enemy troop numbers. Because before we weren't able to, but now we are. But in my last game, I stole a Gundam, or actually 2 games ago, I stole a Gundam, so I believe in spying all the time. But yeah, so as far as pilots go, we got the General, we got Akos, we got Grem? Garma. This is Leader Garma. Leader Garma. Leader Garma is better than normal Garma for whatever reason. It's the ponytail it has to be. We got Kritsu Doan? We got Doan, we got Hammond, we got Kozen, Kopu? I don't know. We got that guy. I refuse to acknowledge his name. It's the mustache. We got that guy, Finn? We got Shin because Dozle's here. We got that guy as well. We got Desert Rommel because why not? Yeah, Genu. Dilzaruzabi. We got Dren. We don't have Char though. We have that guy who I also refuse to acknowledge his name, and we got Rumble Raw. So Char, Appley, and all of them are over here. Yes, they have new types. Yes, they will use them against us. Yes, it'll be an issue, except for we have these things. They're not immune to they're not immune to bits, but they're a whole hell of a lot to fun to use. And so in most of the campaigns, you get a super special secret unit at turn 50. It's already kind of been ruined what you get in this one. You bling out a big Zom, because why not? It's great. We got a Guazine with Dozle in it? Alright then. So we're sending one big Zom over to side 4 to help us with our assault on Luna 2. We're sending the rest over to side 1 to help us grab Aboaku. And then we're gonna go grab side 3. No special event or anything happens for grabbing side 3 in this one. But Granada's their capital, and we can't take that till we grab all the other production points that Zeon has, or that Neo Zeon has. Cassie Zeon. Because, see these red dots? These are Zeon production points. These blue dots are Federation production points. The Federation has 5, Zeon has 8. We want to get as many Zeons as we can so that Zeon and the Federation fight. But we also want to control space before we start turtling. Because this game requires a bit of turtling. And by that I mean sticking our units in places where we can easily defend and just waiting to tech up and utterly murder our opponents. I don't know what we're doing with this campaign, though. Wait, where is the flapper? Flapper. That's not it. That's a Zegok. We are developing that because I want it. Alright, so the flapper is a radar Zaku. It's the earlier version of the radar Zaku. It's not as good, but I don't use radar units for combat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It only has a 3 radius, though. The radar Zaku has a 5 radius. Scanning's very important in this game. But he basically has a radar gun, which is why I call him a radar Zaku. And yeah, the other one also has a radar gun. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick people here to guard these two, and then we're going to just defend the atmosphere, because we can grab Luna too without issue. In the main campaign, you can't grab whatever territory you want, you have to do them in a select order. But in this one, I can attack wherever the fuck I want. I can even attack Aboku right now. Except for we can't grab their capitals till the time comes, you know. We can't grab Granada, we can't grab Jabuburu. Though we don't know where Jabuburu is right now, which is weird, but whatever. Timeline-wise, this takes place a little bit after Garma's supposed death. He survives it and Casval, like, does his shit. And then he survives and, you know, they take over New York and other things. So, the Gundam hasn't even got to Jaburo yet. They haven't taken Odessa. But you're going to find out a little bit later they already have GM Sniper 2s, which wouldn't be developed till the 15th of December. This is about the 30th of October. So yeah. Besides that, though, we're going to grab all of these guys to go grab California base, because, you know, we want them submarines. It's not actually a link to that in this, but, you know, why not? Actually, real quick. So we have some Zaku J's with flyers. I didn't know, but you can only make Zaku J's. Oh, we don't have Magellan Top Cannon. Well, that's an issue. Never mind then. I was going to give them Magellan Top Cannons, which are long-range guns, which would make them support units. But apparently we don't have them. We do have Zaku F2s, though. Yeah, well... Alright then. Oh no, we do have them. Oh, do we have to do something funky? This game gets weird sometimes. So we're gonna stop these guys' movement real quick. You do that with square. We're gonna transform them real quick, and can we... Alright, so these are Zaku J's. You can't give Zaku C's or Zaku F's flyers. I had no idea about that in my tutorial campaign, but that's just how it works. We're gonna take the flyer off real quick, so we're gonna pay 1,000 credits for that, or 100 credits for that. And so we can turn them in all kinds of things, but we're gonna give them Magellan Top Cannons, and then we're gonna give them flyers. We also turn them into Proto-Gaufs, too, but we don't want a ton of Gaufs. We could have a ton of Gaufs, but I don't want them. We could go all artillery as well, or deserts. Deserts are nice. These are desert Zakus. They can scan, but they don't do as much damage. But I just want to check something. So, you got that, but can we go... Yeah, we can give them cannons that way. This will give them a 2 attack range, which makes them a lot more useful. They're horrible at actual combat, but... Okay, it's loadout C. I was about to say, did it become a Zaku C of a sudden? You gotta be careful with some people, because I believe it's the Zeku Eans, which is a unit you get way later in the game for the Titans. The Zeku Eans, if you play around a little bit too much in customization, you can actually downgrade them just by changing loadouts. So you gotta be careful in some stages. But I think Zakus are fine. If not, oh well. Which one was it? That one? Yeah, these are just Zaku. Oh, fuck, Alright. And just to make sure I didn't fuck that one up. Okay, yeah. Oh, and if you're new and wondering what the upgrade buttons are, well, I can't go to them now. Do we have any normal Zakus here? Okay, so if you're new and wondering what these buttons actually mean, This one is better upgrade. This one is water upgrade. This one is commander upgrade. And this one is good upgrade. Descriptive, right? I'm not kidding either. That's the actual translation to him. So what we're doing is we're turning the Zaku Fs into Zaku F2s. Theoretically, Zaku F2s are only a 9.2% reactor increase, and they have better loadouts because they were made, 2 months after the Zaku F. But they do more damage, and they're faster, so we want them. We'll be upgrading all of our Zaku 2s into those. Yeah, for some reason you don't start out with the best possible units. Maybe for added challenge or something, but, you can just upgrade them immediately. So it's nothing really to worry about. Yeah, Zaku F2s are way better than Fs, so, why not? They're even better in both the Arctic and forests. So, use them. There's a reason they're there. We also have, 5 big Zoms at the beginning of this campaign. One with Garma in it, even. And some flight Gaufs. Gaufs with flyers or flight Gaufs. Whatever you want to call them. We're actually going to grab one of these flight Gaufs and go capture these neutral territories all the way over to here, probably. So, just a heads up, on this campaign, it doesn't really matter about grabbing neutral territories. But on the Federation the Federation and Zeon campaign, this is Granada and this is Side 6. Both of these two declared neutrality during the 1-year war. If you occupy them, you lose up to 5 bad boy points per turn, or chaos points. We start with a little bit on the law side, but generally you start in the middle. So you get up to 5 of these points. Being evil in this game is completely stupid, because for being good, you get bonuses. For being evil, you can steal 3,000 resources a turn. That's all. The only campaign where being evil actually makes sense is the Axis campaign and the Glemmy campaign, because that is how you get tons of cyber new types, being the Peru. Having 30 new types, or 13, or whatever the actual number is, 200 times better than being a little bit more technologically advanced. But if we can get to the full bar on the right side, we can get it to where we get tons of research for free every turn, and tons of resources every 10 turns. So, being good has a reason, being evil doesn't. Oh, and also, from this screen, if you click R1, you can check enemy stuff. It gives you, resources, unit numbers, all that junk. We don't have full spying, so we can't see it. We can even see their tech levels after a little while. I don't believe in looking at the screen, so I just closed my eyes. We won't be bothering with it. But, that's... If you want to look at it from the beginning, those were 2. I believe it's Federation than Zeon, but I'm not looking, so I can't tell you. I prefer to figure that stuff out on my own, and it's a lot more fun. But they start 3 or 4 tech levels above you. So this third button down is the research screen. This one is where you can research designs. You pay money to get these. You get a free copy of it though, so it's sometimes worth it. Those units, when you develop them, will be made in your capital. Well, they'll appear in your capital, which for us is New York. This screen, there's the top one is General Tech, the middle one is MS Tech, and the bottom is Mobile Armor Tech. Since we're Zeon, we want all 3, but for the Federation, you could really skip MA Tech until you're into the second part of the game, because it really doesn't matter. The only thing you get from this is balls, I think. And you get those pretty quick. But there's 3 levels of development. There's minimum investment, middle investment, and full investment. Full investment, it takes 5 turns. Middle investment, it takes 10. Minimum, it takes 20 to take up a level. If you want to do full investment. In this one, we're not under time limit. But on the main Federation campaign, you have 100 days. We have, as many as we can take, and we'll probably take about 150 for this one. But on the main Federation campaign, you have 100 days, and you need to be taking literally every turn. You don't get a choice. You have to be doing it. Zeon, you get a little bit more leeway, but you want as much as you can, because the enemy cheats and outproduces you, a lot. So you gotta be careful. That being said, we're also, so... You can produce 8 units at a production center every turn. You can't cancel stuff after you build them, so you just kind of gotta know what you need. We're gonna build 3 Gogs, which are basically water artillery, except for they're not artillery in the water in this game. I have no idea why. But on land, they're artillery units. And 3 Act guys, they have scanners, and they're the general ground units, and then maybe some Zaku Js? Why not? So with the Zaku J, if you want to know if it's a Zaku F or a Zaku J, the J in this game have the little gray band on the leg and then the leg missiles. That's the only way you can tell the difference. F2s at least look different. Zaku 2 Js. Yeah, they have leg missiles. Yeah, so we'll produce some people in there. We're getting everyone together to go attack California base. And then maybe we'll grab Hawaii from there, but I doubt it, honestly. So the AI won't attack us for 5 turns, so we have some leeway, but I'm gonna leave behind some DOPs. These are these are ground fighter craft. The space fighter craft are called Gattles. These guys are kinda shit. Like, generally shit. They're screens, and they're useful if you're using ships as the Federation, but I generally never use them. These things up here are called Chicos. They're also kind of shit, but they have this laser production shield, which allows them to produce a shield where lasers can't pass through. Against Zeon, it doesn't matter at all, because they use very few lasers till you get to Gelgoose. But for the Federation, it can literally stop them from doing anything. I use these a lot with Elmiths, which are the new type mobile suit you get in the 1 Year War. Besides Zeongs, but Zeongs are kind of crap in this game. The thing that Lala used in the show, if you use these along with Elmiths, you can't use the main gun on the Elmith, but you can use bits, because bits are their own attack type and not considered lasers for whatever reason. So you can kick ass with these things. It's really nice. I enjoy them a lot. Also, that being said, this Guasian up here, as cool as it is, we're gonna break it down very soon for 8,000 resources, because 8,000 is a lot of resources. We only make 3,000 right now. So we basically make 1 Zaku a turn. But after we grab this, we should make a little bit more, and if we could, I would try to grab Odessa. But that's not gonna happen. Jabro would also be nice. Oh, if you're wondering on this screen, the top one is the amount of credits per turn you get, the bottom one is the amount of resources. So you get 600 credits, 1,600 resources. I believe it's the same for Odessa. No, it's 250 credits and 160 or 1,600 resources there. You want one of those two if you can. Which, on later campaigns, you can attack them as much as you want, but here, you know, we can't get a chance for Odessa and Jabro. We have to take everything else out, so that's gonna wait a little while. But we're gonna grab North America. We'll defend North America, and probably Atlantic 1 for the lulz. And then we're gonna grab all of space, and then we're gonna tech up to, I have not decided where, maybe like 12, maybe 14. Maybe we'll do a Gelgoog run in this where we'll use mostly Gelgoogs. I generally always go Gabaldis, so we're not gonna do that. I just did a Gion run in the Caecilia Zeon campaign, so I'm not interested in that. So who knows? Oh, and if you're wondering, we get absolutely no new types in this campaign, so it's kind of a challenge. The last 2 campaigns I've done, I've relied on new types like a lot. But yeah, so that'll be that, folks. If you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back for more a little bit later with the Battle of Aboaku, which will have anywhere from 9 to 27 defenders. And also probably Luna 2 in a few stages, like 6, 12. They have up to 19 defenders for Luna 2 because you can move 3 spaces in a turn. But what we'll do is we'll press in here, grab this, and then we'll have both of these two work together to grab Luna 2, which shouldn't be as difficult. And then we can focus entirely on the atmosphere. Because, you know, like, fuck these guys, they don't have production centers, so we don't have to worry about it. If we could grab Side 6, it would be nice, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, so once we hold the atmosphere, we'll then start bolstering out these with 30 units each. And then we'll control North America, and we'll figure out what to do from there. But yeah, so see you later, folks.